This is Elise A. Wiggins, and welcome back to Reawaken Your Light. This is the channel where we support moms and caregivers who are experiencing burnout, but still have goals, dreams, desires. Maybe you want to go back into the workforce or you want to go back to school, training, whatever it is. But at this moment, you're burned out. So I am Elise A. Wiggins, the mental health coach, and I would normally say I work with moms, but I serve everyone. But my primary target market is mothers. Why? Because I am a mother, and today's topic is going to be something I've been wanting to discuss for a minute. As you can see, I started a little bit behind time today. We know what that is, but I'm grateful that it didn't stop this. So today we're actually going to be talking about dealing with miserable people. Yes, I've been wanting to talk about this topic for a while. But before we get into that, I definitely want to acknowledge Inglewood Library. They have now approved what we do here as a program. And I have been told that I can host an event every other week in the library. So if you are in the Bergen County, New Jersey area, and you need someone to talk to, or maybe you just want to listen because you're thinking like, am I the only one that's going through this? You're not. I'm going to be giving you some dates. We're planning it now where we're going to meet as a group for 90 minutes, just getting in a circle and getting it out. Either you're listening, you're sharing, you're being supportive, but you're present, you are there, you are heard. So let's get into today's topic about miserable people. So number one, what I'm finding is that as a mom, you already have a lot on your plate, right? So like right now I'm on with you guys, and Majesty is also like, okay, give me attention too. You're always paying attention to this thing, which is you. And your time is limited. Your tolerance is just kind of for your children or whatever your other responsibilities are. But then you want to socialize. You want to kind of feel normal. You want to hang out with other adults. I always say, like, I need adult time. I need some time where I'm not around people who require stuff of me, where I could just be Elise, let my hair down. And I'm finding that I don't want to be around people who are miserable. I don't want to choose to be around miserable people, meaning when I'm not taking care of all of my responsibilities with my family and my obligations to my business and my clients and the people I'm serving, I don't want to be around a miserable person. Now, a miserable person is someone who not just kind of complains and talks about woe is me or this happened. A miserable person is someone who's trying to shift your energy to where they are. So I'll give you an example. A couple of weeks ago, I was speaking to a friend and we were on FaceTime, and the friend was speaking and I could tell that she was really, really upset. So I think I had just got out of a meeting and I was about to go into a meeting when I got off the call with her. So I was kind of in between, I want to say blessings is what I would call it, right? And the friend she was belligerent and she was saying all types of irate and crazy stuff. She was talking to me, but it wasn't about me. But I understood she wanted me to be on her timing. And I simply just looked at her and I was like, oh, you're mad. I acknowledged it because I wasn't mad. I was in a good and peaceful place. And then she started to say some more things, and then she started to involve me. And I quickly realized, I was like, whoa, 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 Elise, she's trying to take you to where she is. Don't go there. So, and that's not always easy, right? Because normally your mind is so caught up on, did I pay this bill? Did I do that? The children, this, or your mind is consumed with so much stuff that when you're engaging with somebody who's giving you negative, toxic, miserable energy, you're probably thinking, oh my God, what did I say? Or what did I do? Or let me, what do you mean you said this? And maybe you want to combat and you want to come back to them and you want to start to defend yourself. And what did you mean? Because you're already going through your own stuff. So now when this person brings their energy, you ready because somebody got to feel what you've been feeling. Don't do it. Don't even engage because you have to stay where you are. So let's go back to the example where I talked about in between blessings. So mind you, I said I just finished a really positive and productive meeting, speak to her, and then when I end the call with her, I go into another productive, positive meeting. What if I would have carried that energy from her to the next meeting? I wouldn't have good news to share with you when we come on. I wouldn't say, oh, this is what we doing, this is what's happening. Moms, the people you choose to be with. Now, I don't care if these are your family members, if these are your friends that you've known since forever. I actually did a video and I have to find it. I call it respect over history. So a lot of times, you'll see people and you'll be like, well, why do you hang out with such and such? Or why do you allow this person to talk to you this way or treat you this way? And they'll say, oh, I known them forever. This is my day one. That's my homegirl. That's my friend. She always had my back. She supported me. But the person disrespects you and you tolerate it because y'all have history together. I'm not Drake. I'm not messing with day ones and day ones who don't respect me. So here's what I'm saying to us moms today. The weather is getting nice. It's time to pop out as we speak. It's time to be outside. It's time to socialize. But you want to socialize with the right people. And guess what? What if everybody you know is miserable? And you're like, well, Elise, you're just going to take my whole roster away. Like, I'm not going to have any friends. I'm not going to have anybody to be with. You rather be by yourself than to be in bad company. Right? Bad company corrupts. You around somebody and their energy is negative and they start disrespecting you or they start throwing subtle shade. Like I can remember being in conversations with people and I'm like, wait, is this person talking about me? Is this person throwing shade? We too grown for that. I don't ever want to be in a situation where I feel like you're my friend and at the same time you're trying to play me or you throwing shade. First of all, when you're throwing shade keeps you in the darkness. We're here to bring light. That's why this page is called Reawaken Your Light. If you're around me, listen, we not going for that. We're not doing that. Oh, this, that. It's definitely not happening. Especially when when you're done with this person, you're going to have to go back to your real life. You're going to have to go back to responsibility. You're going to have to go back to mommy. You want to be around people who make you not only feel good about yourself, you want people who, when you walk away from them, when you leave them, you're leaving with a part of them. Like, wow, when this person said that, it made me feel. When this person said that, it made me think about. And I'm not going to say life too short, but I'm saying it. But life is hard enough. Why would you want to be around people who make your life more difficult, who make your life harder than what it needs to be? So here's the golden rule. It ain't even steps. It's just one simple strategy. When you're in an environment, when you're in a situation, and you can feel that you have done nothing to this person. Maybe it's just you accomplished something or you woke up and you still look good or whatever the circumstances is. And you notice that this person is on bad vibes. You notice that the person it's just off. There's no way to say it's not even sometimes words. Like you can't even say sad, mad, bad. It's a vibe and you know it. When it's off, you step off. Point blank, period. All right, thank you so much. I'll see you later. Yo, we'll catch up soon. And it's not being phony. It's you protecting yourself. Because you have to have all your energy preserved for being a mom that's present. You don't want to then leave that person and then you with your children and in your mind you're like, oh, well, when she said this, I should have said that. Or, well, how dare she say this? We don't have time for that. We have children to care for. We have responsibilities. We have worlds to conquer. And if you're a mom at work and you see that your coworkers are negative, leave them alone. Mind your business. Go back to doing whatever it says on your job description. Maybe you don't need to be around these people. And truth be told, maybe you've outgrown these people. And yes, you can outgrow your family. How do we know this? So I don't know the exact scripture, but I'll post it in the comments. I'll pin it. But there was even a time where I believe Jesus didn't even mess with his own brothers. He left them. Why? They wasn't on the same timing. So it could be, God forgive me, your mother, your father, your siblings, your cousins. Y'all slept in the same bed. Y'all grew up in the same house. But you are not who you were 20, 30, 40 years ago. And sometimes people are still expecting you to be that way. And then when you show up as somebody different, when you show up as evolution, because remember, the world is evolutionary, not revolutionary. We're supposed to change. We're supposed to grow. We're humans, right? That's just how it happens. But people are so used to you being the way you used to be. Maybe someone with low self-esteem, maybe someone with no to low standards, maybe someone who didn't have boundaries. You just tolerated anything because before you really didn't know who and whose you were, and you were just trying to get in. You were trying to be approved. You wanted to be accepted. So even if it went against your morals, even if it went against everything that you knew was right, you still did it because you just wanted to fit in. But now today, you're like, I don't need to fit in. Y'all don't have to accept me. I'm so good by myself. If you find that you're in that place and you're like, okay, I'm noticing the bad vibe and then I'm leaving, but at least I don't want to be alone. It goes back to what I said last week. You can be alone in a room full of people. You can be alone surrounded by people who love you. You can be alone while you're with the love of your life because you're changing so much. You don't even know who you are. You don't even know what's going on. So I'm not going to make this video too long, which I think I already did. But to really just sum it up, you don't have time to be with negative people. You don't have time to sit around and listen to and speak with miserable people. When they say misery loves company, it's true. Because if they feel bad, they want you to feel bad. And if you're happy, they're like, well, how could you be happy when all of this calamity and all of this stuff is bothering me? Now, I'm not telling you to be mean to people. I'm not telling you to be disrespectful to people. As a matter of fact, somebody could be wishing you bad right now. And I would strongly suggest you wish them good. The old Elise would be like, but the new Elise is like, nah, wish them good. Because when you get into that energy, you're vibrating with them. You have to stay up. You have to stay where you are. Like I said, it's hard enough being a parent in 2023. There's so many things we have to look out for. We have to pay attention to. Miserable people should not be one of them. So this is Elise A. Wiggins. We're not throwing shade. We are reawakening your light. If you feel like you want to join a group of mama caregivers, maybe you don't want to share, you're not ready yet, but maybe you just want to come on and listen. Every Saturday morning, we're live 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I will just listen to you. I will even cry with you. That's what we do. And you'll hear from other moms and you'll hear their testimonies and their circumstances. And if you have resources that you want to share, so be it. Now, if you need something a little bit more intense, I am facilitating now a monthly subscription where for $17.97 a month, you get access to not only the weekly group chats, and that's not the Saturday group chats. You also get the live presentation from me. You can also participate in a virtual or if you're in the Bergen County area, book club, and so much more. So let me just say this really quickly before we end. In the last 90 days, I have a client who got her CDL license. She's about 4 something, got her CDL license. I have a client, same client, who she makes juices. Her juices are now being sold in actual stores, right? I have another client who just graduated with her bachelor's degree, I believe, in marketing. I started working with her just before the pandemic. She is the mom, I believe, of two twin girls. So, and she has a full-time job, so it's still happening. I have another mom who quit her job, and she saved up enough money where she's staying home now, and she's actually writing her life story. She's talking about what it is to raise a child, I believe, with autism, and not knowing that there's a possibility that she might have had it growing up, but just was undiagnosed. Here's what I'm saying to you, moms. You're not alone. And if you need to join a community of mothers who want to support you, who ultimately want to see you do your best and be your best, who, when you make mistakes or you don't even live up to the expectations and the standards that you set to yourself, will say, hey, tighten up, sister. We love you. Let's go. Let's keep it pushing. Those days when you don't feel like getting out the bed, those days when you don't feel like doing it, we'll say, okay, well, maybe today you need to rest. We're here to support you, my team and I. And that's what we do here at Elise LLC. At Elise LLC, we serve, we support, and we encourage. That's the whole goal. So this is Elise A. Wiggins. Stay away from miserable people. I love you. God loves you. I want you to be your best. And moms, as always, don't wait for a leader. Become one.